June already flew by this summer, and I ain't gonna lie, I realized low-key that I don't got enough shirts. When I started looking for places to get shirts, I was in distress. These clothing brands, it's sick. It's sick, these shirt designs, bro. But it's cool because in this video, I'm putting you on the best places to shop. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the first brand, which I'm actually wearing right now. This shirt is from my brand. Zero shameless plug, by the way. Wait, I'm too tall, so I gotta like squat. There we go. Is that good enough for y'all? I ain't gonna do too much of the promo, man. If you want it, it's dropping this month. And it's gonna be super affordable, by the way, because I don't tax. But let's go ahead and get into the first brand. Now, the first brand we're gonna be talking about today is gonna be Veil Lives. Now, I know a lot of y'all seen this brand. This brand is not a secret to anybody. Anyone watching this video has probably already seen this brand before, but we're gonna talk about it because they got it going on with the t-shirts, you feel me? One thing I like about them is their shirts are usually almost always in stock. Couple of different looks here. They got this kind of sporty one with the like jersey kind of stripes on there. That one's a little bit more expensive, but they do also have some more graphic tees that are a little bit more budget friendly on $60. Now I know that does sound a little bit crazy, $60 on a t-shirt, but you gotta realize when you look at all these other brands out here, bro, it gets crazier than that. And trust me, there's a brand on the list that you gotta stick around and see at the end because their prices are justified. That brand is hard, I'm gonna tell you that much, but trust and believe the prices do get a little steep with them. But back to Veil, some of the pieces do make sense. You see they have this graphic thermal right here that's $70. Although it's not a short sleeve for summer, it does make a little bit more sense on spending that higher ticket. Regardless of the case, they have tons of different t-shirt styles that do stay in stock. I would just go through the site and maybe there's gonna be a t-shirt design that you can justify spending that $60 price point on. You know, if it makes sense to you, there's probably a shirt on here that makes sense for you to buy, so yeah. Now, the next brand we're gonna talk about is going to be Heaven on Earth Studios. Now, this brand is one of my favorites on the list because of their price point. It's super affordable, I feel like. Also have a lot of good garments on the website that you may have seen before, but specifically we're gonna be talking about the shirts. So let's go to their site, which is open right now, by the way, so go ahead and shop with them. Cool little button up right here. Obviously it's not like a graphic tee, but you know, it's a shirt for the summer, you feel me? $50. Honestly, this is a great price right here for a button up, especially like in this caliber, it's got like a graphic on it. See, I've heard they got good quality, and honestly 50 is not bad price at all, especially like if you know what these other brands are charging. Shit gets scary out here. So this Holy Bible tee is $40. They got more colors. This one's even on sale. They got this more like retro kind of style one, that's $40. So if you're trying to make sure you stay on the affordable side of this list, this is definitely one of the better options. But there are cheaper options that you should stay tuned for because this is not the cheapest, but it's one of the cheapest. So make sure to check out Heaven on Earth. Next brand we're going to talk about is going to be Wicked Valley. Now this is another brand I feel like a lot of y'all probably heard of because of this zip up right here. Feel me? A lot of influencers is rocking it. But they do got some nice tees on their site. Feel me? Comes to their t-shirt section right here. Great pricing. This Vision Test right here is $40. This one's $50. This combined long sleeve shirt that's $40, which is honestly a great price. This workwear button up with the camo print. Honestly, this is great pricing, bro. $45. Wait, it's even cheaper than the last one, but it's still not the cheap brand that I was talking about. They got plenty of shirt options for y'all boys this summer. They even got one that's $25, bro. You're not beating that. $25. So if I were you, I would definitely go check out Wicked Valley because they got this 30% off sale going on right now. It says it ends in 8 minutes, but that's one of those fake countdowns. The shirt's gonna be on sale when you go check it. But point being, they got affordable tees. Y'all go get them. Next brand that we're gonna talk about is gonna be my favorite clothing brand right now. I talked about them in one of my streetwear brand videos too. You should go check that one out after this one. But I was giving them their flyers in that one, and I'm gonna give them their flyers again because right now, I think they got one of the hardest clothing brand aesthetics in the game right now. Literally, when I am working on my brand, I be copying these niggas' homework. I can't lie. What's the saying? Copying is the sincerest form of flattering. They got some great tees out right now. They had these viral t-shirts right here, and then they also had these new art tees. I will say pricing on the art tees is a little bit more because of the fit and like this neck right here. This one is a little bit more expensive than their more viral piece, these tees, but whichever one you decide to go with, you're gonna be getting your money's worth. You can see they have a lot of customer interaction, a lot of happy customers, so you know they're gonna ship too. I would definitely recommend you to check them out. Now, before we talk about the most affordable brand on this list, I wanna talk about the one that I said is the most expensive on this list. Like I said, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's not justified. We got to give this brand its flowers. So we're going to talk about 77 Studios today. Shout out to Rami if you watching this video. I know a lot of y'all have seen Rami on like YouTube and TikTok and things like that. Y'all seen his brand. His jorts is really what, like, I want to say took his brand to like that next level. But regardless of the case, he's always been at it with that like luxury quality and feel. I feel like he's one of those brand owners that's out right now that doesn't rush the process. He really takes time in investing in his brand. And right now the tees aren't out, but he did just post a teaser today, which was perfect timing. Some shirts that he got in the work right now. Is this glaze that I'm showing shirts that aren't even out? Maybe, but it's respectful glaze. You gotta give it credit where it's due. The size chart on this, you know it's gonna go crazy. It has that vintage look to it. Even though it's dropping new in 2025, It's just, it got that vintage look and feel to it. You see he's got this Skyami shirt. I don't know if this drops, a t-shirt version of that Skyami blanket hoodie that he dropped, so you can see the front of it. It says Skyami. If I wasn't broke, I'd buy it. I'm just kidding. I'm not broke. But $125 on a t-shirt, I'm sorry. As much as I want to do it, growing up, having to buy the cheaper thing is just like, it hurts me sometimes. I'm gonna rewire my mindset to allow myself to do it, but right now, I'm in that in-between stage, you feel me? So y'all gotta work with me. My point being, the brand speaks for itself, bro. The luxury feel is there. It's on your favorite influencers, it's on your favorite celebrities, and I'm telling you, the price is only gonna go up with these brands, so you might as well buy your early ticket now. The next brand we're gonna talk about is gonna be Forever Cash. Right now, their site is closed, but I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen this shirt on TikTok before. This I have a drinking problem shirt. I have a drinking problem on the back. Forever Cash, cash never dies. Got this cool logo on the front. This is as good as it gets when it comes to t-shirts, bro. He's really locked in that brand aesthetic. Marketing on TikTok goes crazy. I feel like whenever you buy this shirt, you're gonna definitely get what you pay for. I think when it dropped, I wanna say it was, I think the price was on there. Oh yeah, $65, not a bad price for a tee at all, especially with this kind of feel. I would definitely say like this brand is locked in with the quality and like trying to provide the best feel. Ever since this brand started and like I've seen it on my For You page, it's just like the production just gets better and better. So I gotta give credit where it's due. You see they got this little Jesus shirt right here. So I say definitely if the site reopens, check them out. I'm 98% sure the site would reopen because when you have a product like this, that's this good, if it sells out, you're gonna order more and you're gonna sell more. So I'm sure the site's gonna reopen eventually. Now these last two spots, I can't really show y'all anything on screen because it's gonna be specific to your city, but that's gonna be thrifting and vintage shops. Now, like I said, these are specific to your city, so it's gonna be up to you to be going in there consistently and making sure you're checking the racks, going through all your progressions and making sure you find everything that may be left in the store, because sometimes things get misplaced, or sometimes the best days be like early in the week when they bring in all the new stuff. So you gotta make sure to pop out then, because if you go on the weekend, bro, that's when everybody's free. Everybody your age is gonna be going on the weekend, you're gonna miss everything. So make sure to lock in on those days, the best days for your local thrift. And that's where you're gonna save the most money too. Yes, this is the way to save the most money. It's gonna be the cheapest one on the list. Thrifting and vintage shirts, literally I've saved so much money thrifting shirts, bro. $3, $1, shirts get really cheap, especially if you go somewhere that's by the pound, you'll be eating good. But now I will say the vintage shops, things do get a little bit more expensive, especially if it's like name brand. If you're buying like Harley Davidson shirts or sports graphic tees that are a little bit older, NFL, NBA, shit like that, that shit can get a little pricey, I can't lie to you. It can either be $5 or it could be $65. It really varies, you know, the price of the shirts in these vintage shops. It just depends on what they think it's worth and what it's actually worth, all that good stuff. But you build a relationship, who knows, they might bless you with a discount. And if not that, check out vintage pop-up shops, because they're not there all day and they not have been selling as much as they want to, and they had to pay a vendor price to be at that pop-up, so they want to try and make that money back. They're trying to make sales that day, so they may be willing to negotiate with you, or they'll probably cut a deal where the prices will be cheaper than their actual general store. So definitely make sure to check out vintage pop-ups as well. But with that being said, it's gonna bring me to the end of this video. If I put you on any places to get graphic tees, y'all go ahead, smash the like button, comment below, and consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. But also, if y'all need a part 2 to this, or if I miss any brands, go ahead and comment below. I'll be glad to put them in the next one. But with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next